I mean, so the big pain points for plans is growing. When a plan grows and changes, owners change. They bring their kid. This is a huge one. They bring their kids in, and that changes the dynamic of the company, changes the dynamic of the plan, changes the demographic that we're working with in order to meet their goals. So those big changes are the huge pain points, outside of like payroll and getting their census data submitted each year. I mean, that's a huge pain point for everyone. But outside of that, the pain points come when things start happening, things start changing in a company. And when they do, whether that's, the company gets sold, they buy another company, they bring in a new owner, they start hiring people. You start hiring a bunch of people, you start firing a bunch of people. Either side of that coin is, there's huge implications in your retirement plan, and they don't always see that up front. They don't always see that right away. They see that, like we see it a year later and we're like, oh, hey, like we got to help you now. Like, at least where we are, the bundled providers are just like, you give us your data, we're just going to push it through. And, if you don't ask, we don't tell. But with Nydia and the TPA services that we provide, that, we look at that and we say like, oh, wow, you are not doing yourselves any favors anymore with this plan. We need you to change X, Y, or Z. And that's really where people need that help is, even if they had, started, tell us ahead of time, like, oh, I'm going to hire 20 people, or, I'm going to sell my company, or, my son is going to join the firm, my daughter is going to join the firm. Those types of things we can get ahead of and we can help with. It's those pain points all come from change, because if you're doing the same thing year after year, plans start running super smoothly, especially with a TPA like Nydia. We get you where you need to go, and things will run smoothly year after year as long as things don't change. But then once that change comes in, once that change creeps in some way, shape, or form, that really brings in that question of like, okay, what needs to be fixed? Where did we go wrong? Like, where did we get off the path that we were trying to get to? Those are the big pain points.